breathing. It's an unconscious action of the autonomic nervous system. And it's something that we've been doing every day of our lives, but unfortunately most of us get it wrong. How do we get it wrong? We become chest breathers. So we end up using the accessory muscles of inhalation to do the heavy lifting of breathing in, when we should be using the diaphragm. The diaphragm is the primary muscle of inhalation. And if you look at any newborn baby or toddler, when they breathe in, they get this big fat tummy that comes out, and that means that they're using that diaphragm effectively, which probably means that you've used it effectively at some point in your life. Like many other things, we've gotten into bad habits and we've forgotten how to use it. That can be relearned. But why am I talking about the diaphragm and breathing in the context of low back pain? The diaphragm, like I said, is the primary muscle of inhalation, but it also makes up a big part of the inner unit of the core. The other parts that we've got are the transverse abdominis, which creates the skin or the outer sheath of this drum that we call the core. And then we've got the pelvic floor on the bottom. These three structures need to work together and to contract to generate the intra-abdominal pressure we need to support the skeletal spine. Now, they say that a bony spine on its own with no connective tissue or muscle can only handle about 5 kilos before it crumples and collapses. So that shows you that we need these muscles to be working together to generate that pressure and stability we're going to need for the exercises in the plan, and then carrying those forward into your everyday tasks and movements. So how do we use the diaphragm? Start by taking a deep breath in. And as you do so, try and do it through your nose. If not, then the mouth is fine. I want you to keep the ribs, the chest and the shoulders completely still. Put your hands on your tummy and feel that tummy expanding out as you breathe in. It might feel quite difficult and it might feel like you really want to raise those ribs and shoulders to get a deep, satisfying breath, but bear with. The diaphragm, like any other muscle, is subject to atrophy, which means that it will shrink and get weaker over time if it's not used. So we need to exercise this like any other muscle. The exercises that you do going forward are going to be an opportunity to also exercise your diaphragm. You're going to do so by thinking about your breathing, allowing the belly to expand as you inhale, and to try and carry that on through the exercises. If you want to go a step further, we breathe every second, every minute, every day of your life. So you've got lots of opportunities to continue to build strength in your diaphragm, which will carry over to reduce flare-ups in back pain and continuing core stability.